Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. It's a TGIF, folks. Let's make it a great one. You get a long weekend. We get the market closed on Monday. Create new agreements based on respect and love. Take the responsibility to make new agreements with those you love. If an agreement doesn't work, change the agreement, create a new one, use your imagination to explore all the possibilities. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 282. NASDAQ is up 60. S&Ps are up 30. Gold contract down $10.60, trading at $12.81 an ounce. You get silver down 16 cents, $15.37 an ounce. Light sweet crude up $1.81, $53.88 a barrel. Notes and bonds. You get the 10-year note down 10 ticks, 121.06. 30-year bond down 13, 144.20. King dollar up 302 ticks, trading 96.015. The euro is at 113.68 to one U.S. dollar. The yen is trading at 109.76, and the pound's trading at 128.68 to one U.S. dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? We bring up the SPY. What you're going to see out here is that we have, if we go back to the low out here on December 26th, you're at 234. You're at 265 right now. You've done 86 million shares out here. If we take a look at the retracement value of what we've done thus far, is that you are over 50% retracement from the move down, and realistically, that sets up, it can do a 0.618. A 0.618 would actually bring you right into the lows that were established out here on the first leg down in the market on October 11th. That'd be 271 inside the SPY, and that's also the 0.618 retracement, because what we have out here today, folks, if we got over the 50% retracement, you're going to be about in the middle of it. You know, when you take a look at where we may end up here, you are laying up here with a little doji candle, which is basically can be a bearish setup. That being said, the way that this has been like a straight line move this week, it's almost like that 270 wants to be had. And volume-wise, we have contracted each and every week. So as we come off the bottom, the first week, the week of January 4th, you did 550 million shares. Last week, we did 471 million shares. And this week, it's going to be less than 471. We'll probably be about 450. Right now, you're at 416. And you're going into 660. You're going to 740, and then you're going into 835. That's inside the that's inside the SPY. If we go over to the NDX 100, we take a look at the Qs. The same type of setup is inside the Qs. What we've done here in the Qs, if we take the highs to the lows, what you have is that also got its head over the, well, actually the Qs, it's interesting. The Qs are right at the 50% retracement right now. And if we take a look at this on the weekly basis, as looking at the contraction, the first week of January 4th, you did 261 million. We did 217 last week, and this week we're going to lay out at about 200. So you can see, and that's going into 447, 406, and 475. Gold contract. What do we have with the gold contract? Gold contract pullback early last night at 2 o'clock in the morning. Bottom line is that you have 209,000 contracts. You're 1281, and this does set up that we had that high volume spike on January 4th. That's where we actually hit a high of 1,300. We closed out at 1285. It has 316,000 contracts. Now, the problem here inside the gold market right now, I'd say, is that you're coming down into this level. We have 209,000 contracts. $2 is nothing in the gold market. So what does set up is that you very well can get down to 1270 here. 1270 is where we had strength December 20th. And if let me just go, we'll do silver first, then we'll get over to the dollar. We take a look at the silver market. What we have with the silver market right now, silver's down 1%. That has done 52,000 contracts. We pull this back. We take a look at it. Okay, so silver is going into 78,000, 76,000, and 89. Okay, so that's pretty cool, actually. So what you have here is this. Silver came off the bottom of $13.98 November 14th. Gets all the way up to $15.95. Nice move up. Has the move up in volume. That's saying that silver also can back down somewhere to about $15.25, even to $14.78. That's the strength. So what silver is also doing is you're backing down, and you do have lighter volume in the back down. Notes and bonds. So let's go take a look at that note market first. Notes, as the market went higher, bottom line, what we had on this is that was a straight line move higher also. And the 10-year note on November 8th, we were at 117.23. You get all the way up to 123.08. And we are backing down with 1.3 million contracts, excuse me, folks, inside the 10. That's really light volume, big time. It's coming into 2 million contracts as well as 2.1 million. So that is saying that still you have moved higher, you have volume on the way up, you have a contraction of volume on the way down, and thus far you've done just about a 0.382 retracement of that move. King dollar. What do we have with King dollar? King dollar, once again, is over the 95.830 mark. Now, you're over this with anemic volume. It doesn't look like it wants to close under this coming into the closeout here today. You get 15,000 contracts. That 15,000 is going into 29. And we had done actually 29 also on Tuesday. And then we tested that yesterday, couldn't handle it. We tested on 17. You're doing 15 right now. Still, that's no juice, particularly because you're going into 31,000. But bottom line, you're back over that level again, and that level's a big level. And if we take a look at the pound, because what you have here is that you got to remember something. You're going against the pound, you're going against the euro, and you're going against the yen. So the pound's backing down today. You're at 128.65. That thing still looks to me like it doesn't want to go to 132. The euro, bottom line, is teetering out here. The euro came off its high of 115. You're at 113 right now. And then if we go over to the yen and we take a look at the yen, what you have with the yen is that the yen is at 109.78. And as that goes higher in price, that means that it gets weaker, and that means the dollar is actually stronger. Stay right there, folks. Come right back. Dow Industrials up 302, NASDAQ up 65, S&P's up 32. Come right back.